We saw several stately elk during a recent trip to Rocky Mountain National Park. Stay with us as we show you elk, deer, and other beautiful sights on our late September and early October forays into the park.
Hi, I'm Ron.
And I'm Bev.
And we are RonBev Retirement Journeys.
During a week-long visit with friends to the Winter Park, Granby, and Grand Lake areas of Colorado, we made our way to Rocky Mountain National Park, passing Lake Granby and Shadow Mountain Lake, and the town of Grand Lake on the shore of Grand Lake. There are 3 entrances to the park, 2 on the east side at Estes Park, but we came in at the less used west entrance at Grand Lake. Driving into the park from this side, it is sad to see forests of burned trees left from the East Troublesome Fire of October 2020, which burned about 300 square miles in Grand County. But a couple of miles in, more healthy trees begin to appear. It's only a short way to one of the easiest hikes in the park, Coyote Valley Trail. The trail is a flat, paved walk that is handicapped accessible and offers stunning views of meadows and forests where we heard elk calls. This little stream is near the headwaters of the Colorado River. Back on Trail Ridge Road, the main road through the park, we wound up toward the highest National Park Visitor Center in the United States at 11,796 feet, and the road was windy. The Alpine Visitor Center includes displays, while the building next to it houses a gift shop and cafe. This is the line for the bathroom. Regular bathrooms had been shut down for the season when we got there. Ron and our friends hiked the stair steps to an overlook at over 12,000 feet, but I wisely stayed at the gift shop. Ron and I went on from there, driving through the tundra, which starts at about 11,500 feet and covers about a third of the park. Tundra literally means land of no trees. We headed to and hiked the Forest Canyon overlook, which is a short trail that crosses the tundra. Finally, descending in elevation, we stopped at Rainbow Curve, where the colors and views were spectacular. We were anxious to see wildlife in the park, and on another day there, we were fortunate to get into the Bear Lake area near the east entrance. A special pass is needed when timed entry is required for the park. If it's available, it comes with the entry ticket. The park is open 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, but entry can be restricted and some roads and facilities may be closed. During the busy season, from May to October, a timed entry is almost always required to get into the park. Go to nps.gov on the internet if you want to search for the park and get the latest information. The Bear Lake Road Pass gets you into the Moraine Park area, where you can often see wildlife in the meadow, especially during the elk rut season in September and October. We first came upon mule deer. And then we began to see elk at a distance before getting a much closer view. It was definitely a highlight to see elk, and we were yet to see more. But there were several lakes in the Bear Lake Road area, so we headed up the road to Sprague Lake, which has a really nice half-mile walking path around it. The 3-acre lake used to be part of a resort that operated from 1910 to 1940, where guests would come to fish. This is Sprague Lake. Look at all these trout. Back at the meadow again, we stopped at the Moraine Park Discovery Center, which has exhibits on the second floor. Leaving Bear Lake Road, we headed north toward Horseshoe Park and the Sheep Lakes area.
This is apparently where they dedicated the park 109 years ago on September the 4th, 1915.
This may be the only bighorn sheep we see while we're in the park. We headed out through an east entrance into the town of Estes Park and stopped at Penelope's for one of their famous burgers. Then admired the fall colors before catching a free trolley ride to see the area. And we had a surprise look at an elk relaxing on the side of a busy road in town. After getting back to our car, we came back by and he was still there. I guess no one was going to tell him he needed to move. We hope you enjoyed this video and will like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.